Hello, this is Teresa Smith from Canada First. I want to introduce someone that's going to, clarify a few things for us about Islam. His name is Isaiah. He's an ex-Muslim in the Middle East. So, unfortunately, you can't see his face because he has to be covered for safety. So I will just turn my phone around here. I have him online. Okay, so introduce yourself. It's all yours.
Hello, my name is Isaiah, and I'm Syrian, and I'm an ex-Muslim. I'll try to clarify some things today on this stream about Islam and what's going on in Canada and the West in general.
Okay, so how is Isaiah, can you explain to Canadians about the media over there in in the Middle East? What is it like? Can you?
Well, the media, there's a huge censorship on the media here. So it's for each country here. It airs whatever the government wants it to cover by each country. There's for example, in the Middle East there's almost 26 countries or more, maybe less. Like if you consider Pakistan as a Middle East country or not, but each country airs whatever they want. But mostly the media here has a cooperation with what I consider fake media in the West, which is like CNN and other medias like that. So they have kind of cooperation. So they don't tell anyone here about what's happening in the West, about these laws that has been governments has been doing in the West for
Okay, so Isaiah, are you aware? You heard about Canada that they have planned the motion M103, which is the Islamophobia law from policy 411.
Yes.
Were you aware of that, or was it just word of mouth?
Yeah, I was very shocked. A couple of days ago when I heard about it, and I first heard about it because if they really want freedom of religion and anywhere, they can get it. And anywhere in the West, Muslims anywhere in the West, they have freedom of religion. They are practicing the religion. They are practicing the religion more fluently than even the Middle East. They have the funding from the governments to build mosques and all of that. Like you can't even the mosques in the West are much more advanced. The mosques here in the Middle East, you can't find that. But it's I was very shocked when I heard about the motion of 103 and about the policy too they're trying to enforce in Canada, because they did it in Europe first, and look what's happening in Europe now.
So
it's very
okay. So what's happening in Europe is that they passed the motion. First, they started with the Islamophobia law, and the petition, and they got that.
Exactly.
And then
yeah.
And then now it's in law. And what's going on in Europe that the Canadians are not aware of?
Well, what's happening in Europe right now is an invasion, as I like to describe it. Like whenever someone's asked me, and more important, they don't even cover it here. The amount of people, the amount of refugees, or the amount of they don't cover that. They just trying to send even more, because in some certain countries in the Middle East, I can't mention the names, but they're probably known. They are refusing to accept any of those nationalities of the refugees that's going to Europe.
So, why is it that we don't understand all these refugees are running from war to Europe, and they want to come to Canada and USA? And what we don't understand, there's big cities, Qatar, like there's huge modern cities, and how come they're not going there? Why are they coming to Europe? Is it the welfare? Is it more money? Or is it just to invade the countries?
The thing is that these countries, one of these countries that you've mentioned, and other countries that you've mentioned in the Middle East, they have refused to let these refugees in or to take them in. Like there's a complete there's a total rejection for those nationalities. That, like, for example, Syrians, Pakistani, or other nationalities, which among the refugees, they have been rejected in the Middle East, all of them, because they know these countries that rejected refugees here. They are fully aware that among those refugees, at least like 80% or 90% of the refugees are former terrorists. Even their families, for example, if in Syria right now, we have this, like, if you are a terrorist right now, and the government, the Syrian government, the official Syrian government, they are letting them to go with their families to somewhere near Turkey. It's been happening for years now. So they are going with families. So most of these families, even the families that you see as refugees, they are terrorist families. They're not like innocent people. Maybe, yeah, the children are innocent people, innocent. Nobody's saying the opposite, but at the same time, why do the West have to have the risk, like to take the risk for these refugees, which, as I said, mostly former terrorists and ready to be terrorists again, because the reason they went to Turkey in the first place, because they lost the fight against the Syrian government or whoever they are fighting against. For example, like the Kurdish, the Peshmerga, or the Syrian government, or the Russian.
So, okay, Isaiah, can you explain? Because the policy they want to put in place, M103, is Islamophobia law. Now, we don't know why it has to be worded that way. I mean, Muslim, can you explain what is the umbrella of Islam?
The umbrella of Islam is trying to take it as an excuse that they are being discriminated against them by the West, while it's not. It's actually the other way around.
So,
like for
okay, example,
yeah.
Because we know the religion of Muslims, but we're confused. A lot of Canadians are confused about what's Muslim, what's the Quran, what is Sharia law, and Islam. Is it all together or separate?
Well, Islam is the religion, of course, but Sharia law is the group, or all the laws that actually the Muslim society go with, or like they are living under that this group of laws, the Sharia law. So the definition of Islam, or the origin of Islam is about, it's not about coexistence or anything. It's Muslims believe this, that Islam is the last religion, is the last Abrahamic religion that cancels Christianity and Judaism. It cancels them as they believe. So I don't know where coexistence here. I don't know what it is about. Like if they really want people to be tolerant to them, they have to be tolerant to believe that these people should exist. Like they shouldn't cancel. Like they believe in this, that their religion cancels those other religions.
Okay, so can you explain like the public schooling? Like here, it's just been passed in around Toronto. It's the Peel District School Board approved for 200 public schools to have the Quran taught in school. So why is that?
Well, for example, I want to start from here because in most of the Islamic countries, students must attend whatever religion they are following. If they are Christians or whatever, even atheists, they have to attend the Islamic classes during the 12 years of studying, and there's even additional courses in colleges too. So they are forcing everyone here. Like for example, this is a country running under Islamic Sharia law. So they are forcing everyone, Muslims and everyone, to attend these classes. Why the West have to allow them to do the same thing while they are not running the country? In Canada, why do they have to do this in public schools? It's really shameful.
Like, yes, the thing is, a lot of people are not aware because the media in Canada is being censored. And, there's a few people out there protesting that we don't want M103, Islamophobia law, and the media is not covering it. We're doing it on our own to try to make Canadians understand what is Islam and how it slowly progresses in law, and that it will be a new world order. And that's what we're trying to get across to Canadians. So, can you give an example? Go ahead.
The same thing here. Nobody even heard about this laws that's happening in Canada. Everyone here in this country, for example, they believe that Muslims are being slaughtered right now in the United States and Canada. They are being killed. People here think that, while it's the other way around. So that's why major medias in the West, they are not trying to cover the opposition of this law, of people refusing this the motion or the policy.
Okay.
They're trying to cover it by any chance in the West or the East, because it would make it very obvious for people out there or out here to know about that. All what they're hearing in the news is a lie, that Muslims are being slaughtered in the United States or Canada or in the West, because that's what they've been hearing.
Well, Canada is a very multicultural country, and we've always got along with every religion, and this is the first time in history that ever that one religion is above another. And what we see that's going on in Europe, and it's just chaos, and we see all the rapes going on with the white women from all the migrants and all that, and the police are doing nothing, the government is doing nothing, because the Islamophobia law is in place, and they're just letting it go. So, these rapes are just, and the beatings of the citizens of say, Germany, or, Britain, London, everywhere.
Exactly.
It's just crazy that people are just running in the houses and taking over the whole towns and, making fires and going after cars, and people are in the car and throwing them out and beating them up.
Exactly, because it's under Sharia law. It's allowed and it's legal to enslave criminally to enslave any woman who is not who was not Muslim. So that's why all these rapes are happening over Europe, because the Sharia law protect them. That's what they believe in. They believe that it's totally or fine to do this to these women.
So the girls that I watched a video where a girl decided to. A lot of the girls in London are dyeing their hair black. So that doesn't matter if they dye their hair black or blue or whatever. They're still going to be attacked, right?
Well, yeah, because there's something nobody mentioned that is the heavenly or what Muslims gonna receive in heaven, especially men. They're gonna receive the virgins in heaven. That always stays virgin, and their specialty that they're very white. They're intensely white.
So you're saying that when they go to heaven.
So there's two major factors here that even if it's not what they believe it's heaven or something, even if they know that it's not heaven, I mean Europe, because there's those two major factors, which is one, that can take infidel women as slaves or like rape victims, which they don't consider it rape because they are infidel women. They don't belong to them.
Okay.
That's why there's another thing, that a Muslim man can marry a Christian or a Jew woman, but it's not the other way around. If it was a woman who's Muslim, she can't marry a Christian or a Jew. So here's the sentence that comes from Sharia law about this, that a Muslim can marry or like take as a slave for other religions, from women from other religions.
So, okay, is it true from the Quran or the Islam that they're allowed to marry children, like as low as 6 years old?
Yes.
And why is that?
Because there's nothing in the Quran there's nothing in the Quran that says it's not allowed. This is the first one. This is how they take their laws, and this is how they pull their laws to use it. So if it's not in the Quran, they go to al-Sunnah, which is the whatever their prophet did or said. That's what it is. And he did marry at 6 years old, but he claimed that he only slept with her when she came 9. So that's obviously an approval from him for child marriage for all of his followers. So, for example, my neighbor here, he's 56 years old and he's married to 12 years old girl. And nobody say anything, and the court here approved that. Like it's normal. It's the normal here. It's the normal here to take a childhood away from them, and like it's a rape because children doesn't know about this, and it's legal under Sharia law. So I don't know, why are they feeling very they're unprotected in the West? Well, they just because the West is not giving them that child marriage they demand. That's all. That's how. That is sickening. That's very sickening. If like they are demanding that, but no, they're not getting it, or maybe they will get it by running more laws like this, like the motion 103. It's just the beginning.
Okay.
To legalize child marriage.
Exactly, to legalize, because there was a few things that I did check the Criminal Code of Canada, and the age limit is low for marriage, which I feel should be higher to protect children to be able to, have their education and be old enough to know what they're doing and not be forced into any marriage. Unfortunately, I myself, I'm going to announce now, I'm not under any religion, but I was signed away when I was engaged at 12 in Canada, and I'm a Canadian. I'm not Muslim, and I'm a Canadian, and I was engaged at 12. I was signed away by the Canadian court, by my parents, to an older man who had custody of me till I was 19 now. So that's why I want the laws changed for marriage, to go higher.
That's a change.
Yes.
That's a change.
Also, a question. What is taqiyya?
Taqiyya is, yes, taqiyya is it's a law in Islam that Muslims are allowed to, they're not allowed to lie it's a sin for them to lie to each other. But it's fine to lie about whatever they want to people to non-Muslims. It's fine for them to lie about it, to lie about things that in Islam, or to practice other things in other religions, or like whatever they are, whatever Islam is opposed, they're fine to practice it in order to win someone's trust in certain place.
So are they able to, like I know Muslims are not allowed to eat pork, so are they allowed to eat pork if they're doing taqiyya?
Yeah, if a Muslim is doing taqiyya, he will not be punished for eating pork or drinking alcohol. It's completely fine.
So it's completely fine. So
yeah.
I would like to know about over there. I know there's Christianity in Middle East, but can you explain the rules over there for Christians?
Well, Christians have their own in many countries. There is places that Christians live with Muslims normally, but there are some certain areas that it's only for Christians in the Middle East. And even though there's many countries in the Middle East that doesn't give the approval for any Christians, for any group of Christians to build a church. For, like, if they want to start, if they want to build a church somewhere, they are not allowed. It's not allowed.
So if a Christian...
I don't know, like, for example, if they have the freedom anywhere in the world, like Muslims have the freedom anywhere in the world to build their mosques, and it's fine. Like, and you can see it anywhere. Like, if you check, is there a mosque in somewhere, you will see. But if you check, is it possible for Christians in Middle East to build churches? It's not.
So how did the Christians, are they able to, because, they're still allowed to drink alcohol and to eat pork if they feel like they want to have a, hot dog or,
Yeah.
How can they get that? Are they not allowed in a Muslim country, that's under Sharia law?
In some countries that actually allow pork to be in the country, like to be imported, you have for Christians and other religions, they have to give documents for the butcher. For the butcher place, or like the place that sells alcohol or pork. They have to give documents that they are not Muslims to prove. They have to go into a process, a really long process, into the government and get that document just to buy food. Like, pork is food, and our beverage, which is alcohol.
Right.
Like, I don't know. And they are not even allowed to say that is wrong. We don't have to prove anything to buy it. But all of this is for the sole purpose to protect the Muslim community community to not buy those two elements.
So,
but at the same time, there's no freedom for other people who doesn't believe in Islam to buy it.
okay. The other question I have is that, the jihadists, like the Muslim community, when I read the petition to the government, it said that they don't want everyone in Canada. They felt they need protection because there's jihadists out there that they don't represent the jihads that are going on, and they need protection from us Canadians. So can you explain why, they're thinking that way?
It's all back. It's kind of the combination between taqiyya and the law of jihad, because which it's just something else nobody mentioned about. When a group of Muslims do jihad, like they'll go on jihad to do jihad, the conquest or like a conquest or defending, it's no longer required for the rest of the Muslim society. Nobody ever say that. I mean, I never heard it in whatever videos I've watched. Like when a group of Muslims do the jihad, that's why they have this back to taqiyya now. That's why they tell you that terrorists are not Muslims.
Okay.
They even lie about the fact that they're doing jihad, but nobody knows that it's if these guys are doing jihad, the rest of the Muslim society they're no longer required to do it.
Okay, so what happens with the Muslim community when someone does a jihad? I think there's something that it's okay for a guy to go, or a girl to wear a suicide bombing and bomb somewhere, but then it's quiet, among the Muslim community and peaceful.
Well, it's like this because as I see it, if they really want people to believe that the act of terrorism doesn't have anything to do with Islam, they have to protest, and they have to protest about them. Muslims, they have to protest and do a petition about stop terrorism, not to stop. They have to start to begin with themselves, because but they will not do that because they enjoy it. They enjoy see the act of terror on other religions. Because they don't. There's this verse in Quran which says, will sound pretty peaceful to you when you hear it, but I'll get to there later, which is whoever kills someone, it's like he killed the entire earth, or who killed everyone on the earth. So that sounds very peaceful. That it doesn't, like they are saying no to murder, no to killing. That's in the Quran. But if you read the verse right next to it, after it, complete like you will see, whoever opposes Allah, which is and does not believe in the Prophet, which is Muhammad, like does not believe or reject him as a prophet, it's or bring another god with Allah, which is like Christians say that Jesus is God's son. So this is alone will allow Muslims to do this. So they will be allowed to behead them, crucify them, and hunt them down wherever they found them.
So what you're saying is that, okay, Islam, under the Quran, they're allowed to execute in any way an infidel, which could be a Christian, anybody that's not Muslim who prays to Allah.
Well, in case this person, which is an infidel to them, in case this is why the petition started, because people in Canada, they don't want this to happen, so they are opposing opposing Allah, and they are disbelieving in the Prophet.
Because some of the people in government are saying that that we are being not peaceful with the Muslims against this.
Yeah, tolerant.
Yeah, tolerant towards.
Tolerant.
I mean, we get along with Muslims, but the thing is this law is in place and everybody's confused. But
they are just playing the. They're just playing the victim here. They're just playing the victim here. The Muslims are playing the victim here, because if you open their book and they're like the Quran or other books, that's the Sunnah or Al Hadith, you will see that they are the ones who are they are allowed to play the victim in order to take control, and then they will be whoever opposed them shall be killed.
Okay. So, did you have a verse in Arabic you wanted to read and convert to English for us? There was something I think you mentioned.
Yeah, I just mentioned that verse which says.
Do you have any other verses that are concerned?
Yeah, I would like to, but there's I think there's someone outside, so they might hear me reading it.
So just say to Canadians in Arabic, because you haven't spoken Arabic for us, so that people know that you have the language and who you are as ex-Muslim in the Middle East. Can you just say something, to the audience about making Canada wake up?
No. I just spoke Arabic. I said yes, but I don't know what really to say.
Well, okay. Canada, wake up. How would you say that in Arabic? I have no idea.
Canada, افتح عيونك.
Okay.
Means open your eyes.
Okay. So,
I just want to show something that all the malls here, for example, or most of the malls in the Middle East, they have something like this on the main gate. Like, there's tourists from the West here. There's tourists from the West here, and some or people who work here from the West. I just want to show you something, and you don't even complain about it. They don't complain about this. The tourists who come here or people who are working here. There's this thing which is they want to apply this, which stays here.
Okay.
No kissing and no kissing, which is like I think in Canada kissing is allowed in the malls.
It is, yeah.
So it says no kissing here. I think you can see it.
Hold on.
I'm not sure if you can.
You have to put it down a little bit more. Yes, put it down. Okay, so it says no kissing.
Mm-hmm. And there's the other one, which is
Okay, you have to put it down a little bit more. Okay, please wear respectful clothing, and that's the hijab.
Well, it doesn't have to be the hijab. It's at least like if you are wearing shorts, like anything short, you will have to wear. They will even offer you a robe, like the Islamic dress. They will offer you this if you're wearing something short and you go into the mall.
So that's for tourists. So they make sure they dress properly. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
for anyone who comes like from outside and doesn't know the laws, like I don't know why would people in Canada would enjoy this, because this is what will be happening to them if they don't stop this or just like think about stopping it.
Right. So okay, I'm good. You pretty well covered quite a few topics here today, Isha. So I'm going to let you go, and I want to thank you very much for talking to us, Canadians, and to open our eyes about what's going on. It's very good that we have somebody from the Middle East who's ex-Muslim, that can explain everything to us.
I want to thank you too for hosting me on your show.
It's a great pleasure, Isha. Great pleasure. You're opening the eyes of Canadians. Very much.
Thank you.
So you have a great day. I'm just going to switch this around. Okay. Now we just spoke to Isha. He's from the Middle East, and he just gives some insight of what's going on. About Islam and the Quran and everything else. And also about the Middle East, what's going on over there. So I'm going to let you all go, and I hopefully you enjoyed the video, and thank Isha for, taking the time out to talk about all of us Canadians. So let's tell our MP and everybody, and Trudeau, and all the Liberals, get rid of this motion M103 and the policy 411, because we don't need it in Canada. We have to be all united as one, not separated. Okay, I'll let you go. Thank you very much for listening.